Big things are happening this week at one of the most iconic tourist attractions in the region. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, some very visible changes are taking place at the Scotts Bluff National Monument this week, as construction crews are slated to begin demolition work as part of the $3.2 million expansion and renovation project. Contractors with Wrangle Construction this week are starting to remove the old restroom building on the east side of the visitor center. That's according to park ranger Chabella Guzman.
And that will allow them to expand the building at about 3,000 square feet to allow space for the multi-purpose room, the new entrance, as well as indoor restrooms. So that has altered our Saddle Rock trailhead.
Gasker says people wanting to use that trailhead will now need to walk on the west side of the visitor center to access the trail right at the start of Summit Road. She also says with heavy construction equipment expected in the area, visitors will also need to be mindful of where they park when stopping at the monument. Well, one of two men arrested for a string of burglaries in rural Scottsbluff County has struck a plea deal with prosecutors to avoid going to trial. Yesterday in Scottsbluff County District Court, 28-year-old Sergio Cherez pleaded guilty to 2 counts of burglary. In exchange for his guilty pleas, 2 separate felony charges and 2 misdemeanor charges were dismissed. He and Austin Weller were arrested back in January in connection to burglaries on County Roads G and Lake Minnetonka Road, where firearms, an ATV, and jewelry were taken. Cherez faces up to 20 years in prison on each charge when he is sentenced on May 6th. Weller will be back in court to answer to his charges during his pre-trial conference scheduled for April 17th. Well, coming up after the break, a beautiful spring day with tomorrow shaping up to be even a little nicer. Bill Boyer says things will change in a hurry. He's got your full forecast right after this.
At Platte Valley Bank, we understand that you have a busy life, and that means you don't always have time to come to the bank. That's why we offer user-friendly online and mobile banking with features such as iPay, recurring transfers, and mobile deposit. So you can bank how you want, when you want to. Whether you prefer to bank in person, over the phone, or online, Platte Valley Bank makes it easy to take care of your finances.
We've engineered the John Deere 6E Series tractor to be a versatile workhorse that's designed to fit your needs. And now we've engineered our special financing offers to work just the same. For a limited time, when you purchase a new 6E Series tractor, you'll choose between a free PowerGuard extended warranty or 0% financing each for 48 months. That's versatility through and through.
Visit 21st Century Equipment in Alliance, Torrington, Scottsbluff, and Bridgeport, or visit 21stcenturyequipment.com.
The crispy and Cajun fish sandwiches are so simple that everything from the wild-caught Alaskan pollock to the crispy lettuce has to be perfect. Twice.
Arby's, we have the meats.
For sandwiches. This is KNEB.TV weather from the Arby's Weather Center. Arby's, we have the meats.
Another very nice looking evening out here for us as temps fall into the 30s as we get to early tomorrow morning, but evening time still in the 50s. We had a gorgeous day today. Temps climbed up to near 70 degrees. We'll be back there again tomorrow. Another mild day, and then we really have to pay attention. There's another storm system coming in. Rain and storms Thursday will bring accumulating snow Friday. Heavy amounts are possible. We'll talk about that here in a minute. 58 yesterday, your high after a morning low of 33. A little above normal on both sides there. Another 0.06 of an inch of moisture. 2.5 inches for the month, and we are certainly going to add to that as we go Thursday into Friday. Well, it is Severe Weather Awareness Week in Nebraska, so we still need to talk about some severe weather and what to expect. So today's topic is what makes thunderstorms severe. Good question. First ingredient that can make severe thunderstorms, large hail. Needs to be 1 inch or larger, so about the size of a quarter. Anything larger than a quarter is going to classify that as a severe storm. Also, damaging winds can come into play. Anything over 58 miles an hour, you can have either one of these independently, or sometimes you get storms that'll do both, produce larger than 1-inch diameter hail and 58-mile-an-hour winds. And by definition, a tornado also going to make a storm severe, and with supercells you can get all three of these. But again, when you hear a severe thunderstorm warning, that usually means large hail or damaging winds, or both, expected with that storm. So that gives you an idea. Sometimes you'll see some nickel-size hail and 40 to 50-mile-an-hour winds. It certainly could do some damage to crops and things like that, but not technically classified as severe. Well, we're not worried about severe weather here coming up during Severe Weather Awareness Week. Nope, we're worried about some heavy snow in this white shaded area. That's where the National Weather Service telling us the best chance of getting heavy snow accumulations. And notice, that's us right there in the bullseye of that. So we'll keep an eye on that. 60s on the eastern part of the state. Still 70 degrees here at Scotts Bluff, 54 in Laramie. Upper 60s to near 70 degrees. A gorgeous evening out there. Great night to get outside. Winds out of the south-southwest, 10 to 20 miles an hour. That's aided in the drying. We have another day of drying temperatures as well tomorrow, and hopefully we can do some more to dry out some of the ground. Still have flood advisories and flood warnings here in the northern panhandle. This flood warning goes for Dawes County through tonight. It'll probably be extended as well, and then through tomorrow morning, the flood advisory here in Box Butte, Dawes, a little southern tip of Dawes there, and Sioux counties as well, all covered by those flood advisories and flood warnings. Getting on the bus tomorrow, it's going to be partly to mostly cloudy to start your day. Temps in the upper 30s. How about near 70 degrees on the way home? Another beautiful night out there. Another great day tomorrow. One more really nice one to get outside before things take a turn for the worse. Tonight, we're just going to be dealing with a few clouds, partly cloudy skies off and on, clearing out as we get later on into the night, and low temperatures tonight going to fall primarily into the 30s here across the region to near 40 degrees. A really comfortable night, above normal temperatures out there tonight. Above normal temps tomorrow as well, and we don't have much to worry about. We have lots of sun breaking out here across the region as conditions are going to be pretty nice. We'll call it partly cloudy, off and on, some high-level clouds. Really, that's about all you can complain about. By tomorrow night, we start to see a better deck of clouds move in here, and then as we get closer to sunrise on Thursday, we're going to start to see precip inch closer to our area. It'll stay dry, though, through mid-morning Thursday, I think, before we start to see some activity. And look at these highs tomorrow. 74 degrees in Ogallala. Mullen near 70. Very nice weather conditions out there as well. Now let's go ahead and look on beyond Thursday morning. Again, we'll start to see a few chances of precip by Thursday afternoon. That's when we'll start to see some showers and storms develop here across the region, turning over to snow by Friday morning. And then all day Friday, it should be in the form of snow. Any rain should turn over to snow. And again, a pocket there of some heavier snowfall totals. So as we get through Saturday, then things start to move off to the south and east away from us. Saturday will be primarily dry. What are we looking at for snowfall accumulations? When we pile it up from Thursday morning through Saturday morning, it looks like we're going to be dealing with a pretty wide swath here of moderate to heavy snowfall totals possible. Now, there's still some caveats out there, some things that we aren't 100% certain on. That's why we're not throwing out numbers yet. It's several different factors associated with that. We do know that rain will turn to snow. The roads are going to be warm, with us being in the 70s again tomorrow. So while heavy snow is impossible, accumulations are going to be in question. It could be more of a grassy surface area. Certainly grassy surfaces are going to get more than roadways. Is it going to snow hard enough? Yes. That it's going to accumulate? Yes. Is it probably going to accumulate on roads? Maybe. To probably. However, how much that's going to accumulate going to depend on ultimately how heavy it does snow. Again, one to keep an eye on Friday. We don't expect a blizzard. We don't expect really strong winds with this system. Certainly nothing like the last one, but enough accumulating wet snow out there that we're going to have to pay attention to it. Not tonight. Lows in the 30s tomorrow. Highs back to near 70. One more mild day for you to get outdoors, and then things start to take a turn for the worse on Thursday. Showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Friday, rain will turn to snow, heavy at times. If we get to 40, it's going to be in the morning hours on Friday before we fall down into the 20s, and we'll stick with snow once it turns to snow across the region. Saturday in the low 40s. Sunday, Monday back into the mid 50s, and then notice another system makes its way in on Tuesday of next week with some late day rain and snow showers.
The crispy and Cajun fish sandwiches are so simple that everything from the wild-caught Alaskan pollock to the crispy lettuce has to be perfect. Twice.
Arby's, we have the meats.
For sandwiches.
Are you ready to join the celebration? Then what are you waiting for? Switch to VIAERO today and find out exactly why we're better. More towers than the competition. Convenient stores in your neighborhood. Friendly, helpful customer service, and top phones at excellent values, such as the iPhone XR for free. That's right, get a free iPhone XR when you purchase any other iPhone of equal or greater value. VIAERO Wireless, your better choice for wireless service.
Who is Hydrotex? Hydrotex manufactures and distributes high-performance lubricants and fuel improvers. We've been helping customers improve their operations for over 80 years with products made in the USA. We sell directly to customers and cut out the middleman and offer excellent service and value. Our products last longer and work better so that you spend less time maintaining equipment and more time making money. Whether you're in a factory, farm, fleet, or food processing facility, Hydrotex can help you. Visit hydrotexoil.com or call 308-635-8162. Welcome back. University of Nebraska President Hank Bounds is stepping down from his position and leaving the state. The university announced on Monday that the 51-year-old plans to leave late this summer and return to the South with his family. Bounds is a Mississippi native and previously served as Commissioner of Higher Education for the Mississippi Institutions of Higher Learning. Bounds gave no indication of what his next job might be. In a statement, he says the Nebraska job was a privilege of a lifetime, but also demanding. He says he plans to take time to reconnect with his family. Bounds became the University of Nebraska's 7th president in April of 2015, replacing J.B. Milliken, who left to become the chancellor of the City University of New York. Sticking with the University of Nebraska, as Nebraska men's head basketball coach Tim Miles' run in Lincoln came to an end on Tuesday. According to several sources, athletic director Bill Moos made the decision to go in a new direction. Miles spent 7 years in Lincoln, compiling a record of 116 wins and 114 losses, with one trip to the NCAA tournament during his second season. In 2017, the Huskers won 22 games, but were still kept out of the Big Dance. This season, NU got off to a fast start and at one point were ranked in the top 25, but then struggled in conference play, finishing in 13th place in the Big Ten. And across the border to the west, University of Wyoming officials have announced that college president Lori Nichols will step down and take a faculty job when her contract expires on June 30th. During her 3-year tenure, Nichols said that she is proud of the enrollment growth, new degree programs, and other accomplishments. Nichols was the first woman to become University of Wyoming's president and was the 4th UW president in a 5-year period. Neither Nichols nor the university offered reasons why she was stepping down. Well, straight ahead, Chabella Guzman will be in with a check-in on Ag News. She'll be back with that right after this on KNEB.TV News.
Regional West is one of 3 Level 2 trauma centers in Nebraska.
We have all the resources here 24 hours a day to address any traumatic injury.
From emergency medical services to advanced medical imaging and surgery to acute care and rehabilitation.
It's comforting to know that if an accident happens here, our families, our friends, our neighbors, and even we ourselves will get expert trauma care and rehabilitation services right here at Regional West.
This is KNEB.TV Ag News from the Western Hearing Clinic Ag Desk. Western Hearing Clinic, the Panhandle's choice for better hearing, helping you hear what matters most.
The blizzard, which went through the Panhandle in eastern Wyoming on March 13th and 14th, left around 4,000 cattle dead in the Scotts Bluff area. Dr. Travis Van Ann, DVM with Animal Health Center in Scotts Bluff, explains how he came to this number.
I've done
insurance exams or FSA exams for different people as third-party audits since the Friday after the storm. And I've been doing exams until up at 8 o'clock at night every day since then, and I'm still doing them today to try to get caught up, mainly because we only have 30 days to document the damage. But in our immediate area, my guess would be is around 800 dead baby calves, maybe that many mature cows, and then maybe a couple thousand dead feedlot calves in the area.
Van Ann gives us an idea of what led to some of the deaths.
Well, first, the cattle were wet, and that creates a very stressful situation for cattle when the hide gets damp, and then we have considerable snow, because we had around 14 inches of snow, then followed by wind. When we add up the wet, snow, and wind, those three things can be very detrimental to cattle. And it did prove to be deathly to many cattle. I'm estimating as many as 4,000 cattle in our area around Scottsbluff died due to the storm.
Van Ann says it's important for producers to get their notice of loss for the Livestock Indemnity Program into their local FSA offices by April 15th.
Think a utility vehicle should do more than take you places? So does Kubota. That's why our all-new Sidekick is built to do it all. Climb more. Tow more. Go more. Cross over to more today. Take your Kubota Sidekick home with no money down and 0% financing for 36 months.
Your local Kubota dealer is Sandberg Implement in Gering.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
Find out what convenient really means at the Western Travel Terminal. Start with our great selection of food and drinks, from for real milkshakes and fresh brewed coffee to snacks and hot food. Next, check out our beer and spirits with their everyday low prices. Finally, let us work for you with our full-service gas station and automatic truck and car wash. All this can be found at 822 South Beltline in Scottsbluff. Western Travel Terminal, your convenient shopping, restaurant, and full-service gas leader.
It is never too early to start planning for retirement, and working with an experienced financial advisor can put you on the right path.
At Platte Valley Investment Center, our team of financial advisors will work with you every step of the way to maximize your retirement income.
Call me, Jody Rosiska, or Rick Morehouse, financial advisors, to set up your free, no-obligation consultation.
Raymond James Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA SIPC. Life well planned.
And finally tonight, the City of Gering came through a financial audit for fiscal year 2017-2018 with a clean bill of health. City Council members last night heard from an auditor with Dana Cole and Company that the city is following government accounting guidelines properly, finding only one issue in the area of uncollateralized bank accounts. Mayor Tony Kaufman says it's good to know that the city is on solid ground when it comes to finances.
I mean, we have a great staff and great people. We had a clean bill of health on our audited financial. We're very, very financially healthy as a city. We look forward to the next year.
Kaufman says for the one compliance item that was noted in the audit, it often has to do with how cities handle certain transactions that may be different than expected by an auditor. He says it was a few minor adjustments that needed to be made and would likely have been corrected by a finance director, which the city has been without for about 4 months. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you here next time.